fat stringers and low-end lovers, how the devil are you? Hope you're good, and I hope you're ready and prepared to start this awesome lesson we're going to do today. Okay, so quite a few people have said, talked about the Redneckin loop that I did with the Boss R2 pedal. Don't know where it is, it's around here somewhere. And wanted me to break down each part and how I went about writing each part and why I went about writing each part. So I'm going to go through that in this lesson. There's a lot going on here. There's slap and pop, there's chords, there's just normal finger playing, there's all sorts of weird, wonderful things. Okay, I'm only going to cover the actual loops themselves, the loop parts that I did, rather than the improvisational jam parts in the middle. Just going to go through them just to keep things nice and simple. So, without further ado, let us crack on, my friends. Sorry, it's rather dark. It's that time of year in England again. A darkness prevails. Winter is coming. Bugger. Anyway, first thing we're going to do is we're going to come to the 3rd fret on our E string, the G note right there with your index finger. Voila, okay, and then you're going to slap that. So we're going to start with slapping. What I'm doing here in the construction of the loop is I'm just laying down a groove first. So then I can get, once I've got a groove, I can put like melodic and melodies and harmonial stuff on top of it. So laying down a groove in this instance. Slapping on that G, slapping on that G. Yeah, I'm going to slap on that G method. Okay, and then I'm going to come down to the 3rd fret on the D and the G strings right there. What we're going to do is we're going to do a thing called a bridge. Okay, I've mentioned this in a few other lessons before with your index finger, and you're going to hold those two strings together. Could be a bit difficult for you newer guys, okay, and girls, of course. So just hold that and hold it. Try and get some strength up, okay. In the context of the whole thing, it's quite a quick transition there, so you don't have to hold it for too long. Okay, so slap there, and then I'm going you to pop with your D and your D and your G with your index and your middle fingers on your right hand, or alternatively on your left hand if you're a left-handed bass player. So we're going to pull them both up at the same time. Right there, we're going to get that very odd sound there. So the D and the G at the 3rd fret with your index finger, and then all you're going to do is you're going to slide up to the 4th fret. Okay, so we have. Yeah? Boom. Notice I'm just putting my fingers straight back down on strings there to deaden everything. Okay? It doesn't matter anyway because I do believe, I have my notes here. Yeah, because we're going to do a muted slap straight after that. So we have, and then you're going to do a muted slap, okay, on the E string, I'd say. So you should know what mutes are by now if you've gone through my lessons. Sorry about the knocking, I keep on knocking the bass on there because I can't get the right angle to teach. There, it's going to knock, but it doesn't matter. So we have. Okay, then and then you're going to do a muted pop. So just lay your fingers down over the strings like that. You know, we've gone through this many a time now. So, okay, how are you getting on so far? This is probably the hardest bit of the whole thing, so don't panic too much if it's a bit overwhelming. So, okay, and then what you're going to do is you're going to slap. Hold on. Yeah, okay, so you're going to slap the F to the G there on the D string, so that's the 3rd fret to the 5th fret on the D string right there. Index, ring, index, ring. So we have, slowly. Okay, you might get a bit of you might hit other strings there by accident, so just do my precision exercises. There's a link right there. Go check them out. So we have. Okay, and then what you're going to do is you're going to come you're going to come to the 3rd fret on the G string, pop it, so we have. Okay, then you're going to come to the 5th fret on the G string with your ring finger, and then I want you to pop that, but then roll down, so we have. Yeah? And then you're going to do another muted slap, and then another muted pop. So we have slowly. And again. Got it? Okay, then you're just going to do that exactly the same part again. So we're going to come to the 3rd fret, then you're going to do the slap 3rd fret, and then that again. You can do that part again. 1 second. Then you're going to do your muted slap, and then your muted pop again. So we have. And then you're going to do your slap on the 3rd to the 5th fret on the D again. So we have. Okay, but this time you're going to just change the end of that bar. So we have. So all you're going to do is. So we've done our slap on the 5th fret on the D string. So okay, and then you're just going to take the open G and pop it, and then a muted slap, and then a muted pop. or hold on 1 second. Yeah, so. And again. Okay, so that whole part is. Gotcha! Okay, loop 2 is thusly. Come to the 10th fret, G note again, it's all in G. 10th fret on the A string, right there, okay, with your index finger. You're going to slap that, okay? And then what you're going to do is you're going to pop the 12th fret on the G string with your, either your middle finger, sorry, either your ring finger or your little finger. Yeah? And then you're going to do a muted slap, so we have. And then you're going to come down to the 10th fret on the G string, okay, and then you're going to pop that, like thusly. So we have, like that, got it? And then you're going to do another muted slap, so we have, okay, and then you're going to do, so boom, you're going to do an open G string, so just like that, so we have, okay, and then you're going to do another muted slap, just holding the strings again, so we have, and then you're going to do another open G string, pop another open G string, so we have. What am I doing now? I'm just adding to the groove, just putting like a groove over the groove, just to keep it more consistent. Just adding a little bit more depth to it. On the second one of those, we do a muted slap, a double muted slap, so we have. So it's just doing 2 instead of 1. So. Okie dokie then. Now we have the third loop, and for that we're just going to like revert to finger funk. So the slap and pop is complete. I think. Yes, it is. Okay, so the finger funk, so you're going to come to the G string, the G note even, the 3rd fret on the E string. Okay, right there, like nice, tight, sharp, staccato, boom, boom. So we're talking about funk here. We want it to sit in the pocket, we want it to be snappy. Yeah, nice and snappy. So, bump, and then you're going to come to the 5th fret on the D string with your little finger or your ring finger, alternatively. I would say your little finger for this. So we have. Okay, nice and snappy again. Then you're going to come down to your 3rd fret on your D string, that F note right there, and we have. Okay, and then you're going to come to the 3rd fret on the A string, right there. Okay, and do that with your index finger. So we have. Okay, and then quickly up to the 4th fret with your middle finger. Ooh, so we have. Okay, and then you're going to do the whole thing again. But this time you're going to do the G again right there on the E string, and then you're going to do the 5th fret on the D string again, and then this time you're going to go to the 3rd fret on the D string, hold it for a little bit and roll it down. So we have bum, bum, bum. Okay, so that whole part is okay, so we have our groove. We have our groove, the foundation, the cement, the bottom of the house, and now we can build upon our house, can't we? So we have that there. We can start adding the rest of the stuff, okay? And in this instance, I'm going to add I add a melodic part, which can be anything. It can be absolutely anything. But in this instance, this is what I did. Okay, so I came to the 5th fret on the A string, which is that D note right there, and I hit it 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so bum bum in the timing of the whole thing, of course. And then I come up to the 6th fret on the A string, and I do exactly the same thing. Okay, so bum 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 bum. And then I come to the 8th fret with my ring finger this time, and I do exactly the same thing. I hit it 4 times, so we have. Then I come to the 10th fret on the A string with my ring finger, and I hit that 4 times as well, so I have. and that's that part done. So bum 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 bum. Oh, one dun 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 dun. So I've gone index, middle, ring. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. And then okay, so then I do exactly the same thing. I come back and I hit the that D note on the A string. I hit that 4 times again. Then I come to the 6th fret and I hit that 4 times again. But this time, just to finish the whole thing off, I come down to the 3rd fret, okay, that's C, on the A string, and I hit it 8 times. So we have, in the whole thing, and I do that with my index finger, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and come back again. Okie dokie then I come to the 5th loop, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, that sounds cool, I like that, that's quite a nice melody, that's quite beautiful, and it works really, really well. But I'm thinking it needs a little more substance, it needs a little more depth, it needs a little more low. So what I'm doing in this loop, in the 5th loop, is I'm just going to back everything up that I did there, but in a chordal fashion. So we have, in this instance, we're just hitting the roots of that, but this time I'm going to hit the root, the 5th, the octave, concerning the major scale. So basically exactly the same thing again, come to the 5th fret there, but this time you're going to play the 7th fret on the D string and the 7th fret on the G string as well. You know this root 5th octave shape now, you know it really well if you do my lessons anyway. If not, shame on you, sir, shame on you, go back and do them all. So here, 5th. So basically that's the root, that's the 5th of the major chord, and that's the octave, so it's the same as the first note. That's a chord, okay, and we've got all that together and we play it together and it's lovely. Okay, so keep that shape. Yeah, okay, we're going to do exactly the same thing. So all of the notes we just hit before, when we did the melodic part, we're going to do the exact same thing, but just with these 2 parts beneath. Yeah, so we do this. We go. I'll just take all 3 strings of my thumb, my other fingers here, like here, and I'm just going to pluck them all at the same time. So we have. Exactly the same notes. Okay, of course for you beginners that's going to be difficult, so just do what you can. You could just hit the 5th like that if you wanted. So the 5th is just literally 1 string down and then 2 frets up. So there. I kind of prefer that now. Good Lord, I am the king of digression. So right, the 6th loop is just a bit of ridiculousness actually, and what I'm doing there is basically the idea was to do this kind of like palm slide thing, to get this kind of like percussion thing going on. This boom, 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 almost kind of like a bongo sound, but I failed in my mission, my friends. But it still kind of works. So what I'm doing now is just literally holding over the strings, taking your palm here, that one right there. See, we've all got one. Well, we don't all got one. Oh man, that's really, really bad. I'm going to edit that. Okay, so we just basically take the palm and we just, mostly the E and the A strings is where you're kind of like directing your energy. So slow motion. Okay, and then you. Oh God, what did I do? I think I just slapped on the. Took my fingers and just literally just. This is so difficult. This is so difficult to teach, guys. It really is, because I've never taught this. It's an unusual thing. So something like that, and just hitting it twice, just to get that kind of percussion feel. God, what am I doing with my life now? Okay, then we come to the 7th loop, which is the harmonics, like little bits of fairy dust, I guess, just to keep like that. So we've done all the low stuff, we've done a groove, we put a melodic part down on top of it, and then I felt like, okay, everything's getting a little bit too low now, so I'm just going to add a little bit of something high, you know, stardust, boo, boo, boo. In this instance, we're going to do like harmonics. If you don't know what harmonics are, there's a lesson right there, go check it out, brilliant. Okay, so come to the 5th fret, like thusly. Harmonics, I'm not going to go through how to sound them out here, because the lesson's there, but 5th fret, on the G string, and then 5th fret on the D string, okay, and then you're going to come down to the 7th fret on the G string, so we have, and then you're going to come back down to the 5th fret on the G string, so we have, And then on the second one, you do the exact same thing. Hold on. Yeah, but on the second one, you hit the 1 at the 5th fret on the G string, hit the 1 at the 5th fret on the D string, and then all you do is go to the 7th fret on the G string and let that one sustain. Ooh, bugger, like thusly. Yes. Okay, so it goes like this. And that's about it. That's about all of it, I think. 7 loops probably altogether, and then there's like the rest of it's just kind of like soloing and messing around and just being an idiot, really. Yeah, so it's just improvisational stuff, and I don't even know what I was doing. I was doing some sort of solo. I don't know what I was doing, and I wouldn't want to try and teach you either because I don't know it right now. Maybe I'll learn it at a later date and then teach it to you if you're interested. So that's it. Looping with the Boss RC2 and how I go about, well, how I went about in that instance of just kind of like creating that piece of music. It's interesting. They're such fun things, loop pedals. I really do thoroughly recommend you if you have the opportunity to get your hands on one, have a go. Because what I've figured out with it, if you're learning and you're trying to build your licks and stuff, there's so many opportunities to use so many techniques, and there's so many opportunities to use so much like variation within the chordal world as well. So I mean, in this one, that one alone, what did we do? We covered like a slap and pop, we covered a groove, and then we did another groove over the top, didn't we? And then we did some finger funk as well. So straight away we got 2 techniques there. And then we just like played like a rock lick, you know, just kind of like a dark rock lick. And then we were using harmonics. That's another technique on top, and that weird palm slappy thing. And you know, all together it just kind of like builds this piece of music. If you was to do one technique throughout, it might become a bit muddled and a bit muddy and a bit, you know, everything might be lost. But in the essence of using lots and lots of techniques, you get this kind of like variation in sound. It's almost like a rainbow, lots of variations in colour, and I think that's the key. That's one of the successful keys anyway of using a loop pedal. Anyway, my friends, thank you very much for watching once more, and I'll see you in the next video.